Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of an ink review. Today we are looking at a blue ink. We're finally out of the purples. We're looking at a blue ink from Monteverde Malibu Blue. Thanks go out to the OC Pen Club for providing the sample for this review. Here is our ink of the day. It's beautiful blue ink. Very nice, very nice. Today's pen that we will be using is a TWSBI Diamond 580 with a oval broad nib. Here is our ink swatch. Water resistance test shows it does have a little bit of water resistance, but not quite enough that I would feel comfortable using this on the outside of an envelope for fear it may wash away. Here is our toilet paper chromatography. All I see is bluish purple. It's like a blurple coming out. I don't see any funny colors, so that's good. Oops, I just realized I haven't put my pens away. Talking to Pierre Gustafson earlier today. We were playing with pens. Forgot to put them away. Okay. Should we do a little writing sample? Okay, fine. Twist my arm, why don't you? We'll do a little writing sample. But first, let's share this with our friends so that they can come and hang out with us too. At this time, I would encourage you to share this with your friends so that they can also come and hang out with us too. Okay, let's send this off to the ink reviews on the Pinterest, and we'll do the blogger. There's something in my ear, excuse me. One of my microbes is biting. Knock it off. I'm busy. I ain't got time for that shit. Facebook. We'll do the Reddit on the Miss Marilyn Darling channel, and the Twitter, and the Tumblr finally figured it out. Oops. Oh no, it hasn't figured it out yet. Dang it. Okay. Alright, we are all shared out now. That's great. Alright, let's take a look. This is Monteverde. Malibu. Malibu Blue. Trying to do a little wave in there for you. A Malibu wave. Hello, Rockridge. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? What's cooking? Oh, I don't know. Nothing yet. Just playing with some pens today. I'm writing some letters. Today I sent out a letter to a new pen friend named Amy. Hello, RC. How are you doing today? Thank you. This is just my crappy everyday writing. This is, what is this? This is yesterday. No, day before. This is Diamond Mystique. Oops. Yeah. If you're interested in learning calligraphy, I have classes on my YouTube channel. They're free. Also, we do a calligraphy class on Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific on Zoom. Links on my YouTube, on my Instagram, and the Discord in the calligraphy section, if you're interested. Anyway, what's the term for doing of the eye again? Tittle. The dotting of the eye is called a tittle, or tittle. Tiddle. And it's a circular dot. Oops. Maybe it's a T. It's a T. Tittle. So this little bit here is a tittle. It's a circular dot. I suppose you could have a triangular tittle. Tittles must come in many different shapes and sizes. This is a comma dot. This is an acute accent. This is a tilde. And a diaresis. There's all kinds of interesting phonetic things that I didn't know about. That's the one that kind of looks like a flourish. Yes. An overemphasized flourish. That would be a tilde, giant tilde. Okay, moving forward. Let's do some paper review, shall we? How are my audios? Is audio good? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Alright, let's take a look at some paper review. This is the Pen and Gear memo book from Walmart.com. There is no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Had a little trouble grabbing the page. No feathering, a little bit of ghosting. Moleskine 70 GSM, slightly wiggly, bled to the page. Field Notes Journal. I need to get closer without getting closer there. Let's just take a look at Moleskine again, just so we can see. It's a little wiggly, dots of bleed through. Oops, wrong one. This is Field Notes Journal. It's got a little bit of wiggle. And I have my thumb right over it. Minimal amount of bleed through and only a little tiny hint of ghosting. This is Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. Beautiful, no feathering, no bleeding, and minimal amount of ghosting. This is Cult Pens 120 GSM paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Pelican Hub Notepad. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Idea Notebook. Beautiful shading. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is 68 GSM Tomoe River. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Midori MD paper. Excuse me for just a second. Do I have some? I do. This is Midori MD notebook. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Office Depot Office Max. Little bit of micro feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. JOt Notebook. Beautiful shading, no feathering, a little bit of bleed through, a little bit of ghosting. This is the JOt Journal from the Dollar Tree. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Marmon Mnemosyne 80 GSM dot grid. Again, beautiful shading, minimal feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is black and red Oxford Optic paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is sostrene greens. All over the world, Handelskompagnie. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. This is Clairefontaine 90 GSM. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, minimal amount of ghosting. Ayush 100 GSM paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and barely any ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. Minimal amount of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Very nice. This is Archer and Olive 160 GSM notebook paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. New Eco. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no... Ooh, almost said no bleeding. There is no bleeding, no ghosting. This is the Premier Premium Journal from the 99-cent store. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is the Pen and Gear Poly Composition book from Walmart.com. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This has been relatively cooperative paper. Up and Up Wide World Composition book from Target.com. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Okay, I'll be here. True Red Composition book from Staples.com. Beautiful shading, no feathering. One little tiny bit of bleed through, barely in a ghosting. Apica 81.4 GSM notebook paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Milky colored paper from Daiso. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is the Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tomoe River. You can actually see that there's a little bit of red sheen in there. Interesting. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Bunga Box Yopo. This one also has just the tiniest hint of red sheen. No feathering. Is this a single page? Oh, this is a single page. Never mind. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is the double page. This is View Corona 52 GSM. Beautiful shading and sheen. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Kokoyo thin paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and minimal amount of ghosting. This is smoky colored drawing paper from Daiso. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Actually looks like it's trying to sheen right there. Interesting. CBS Caliber notebook paper. Beautiful, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. Don't notice my fat finger swipe. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Mead 5-star notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, minimal amount of ghosting. Pen & Gear heavyweight notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Little feather right there. No bleeding, no ghosting. JNB Copperplate Graph Pad from JohnNailBooks.com. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. A Rhodia Dot Pad 80 GSM. Gentle shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. And Vintage Mead. Beautiful. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Very cooperative ink. Okay, let's do a comparison panel to see where this ink lies. Just 1 second. Okay, let's take a look at this ink. Let's see if we can have some focus and some lights. Okay, perfect. So I don't think this is a light blue, but we have a whole bunch of blues to look through, so let's just see. Move this up, zoom in, so I don't boop the camera. Do the focus. Lock the focus. Alright. Malibu blue. Okay, it doesn't look like any of these. Oh, here we go. Lamy Blue is getting kind of close. Pilot Blue is getting kind of close. Okay. Those are the light blues. Let's check out some medium blues. Visconti Blue is kind of close. Pilot Blue is getting kind of close. Pilot Roshizuku Asagawa is kind of close. Bay State Blue is kind of close. Aurora Blue is kind of close. Mayora Blue Caprese is actually moving towards purple. This Radiant Blue is getting kind of close. Freedom of the Starry Skies Blue is kind of close. Bernanke Blue is getting lighter. Foreman Sapphire is kind of close. Tasha Aurora's kind of close. And that's it. Shall we tip into the dark blues? Let's see. That one's kind of close. Actually, this Maureen looks close, but it's darker. Oh, this Ackerman Shocking Blue is getting kind of close, but darker. Konig's Blau is kind of close. Serenity Blue is kind of close. And that's it. Wow, what did you guys think about today's ink? Are you guys using this ink? Do you have this ink? Are you thinking thoughts about buying this ink? Let me know in the comment section below. That's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Check out my new website. Join the calligraphy class. Check out the paper reviews page. Join the Discord. And if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Atlas Stationers or Pen Boutique, I am an affiliate. When you use my link, you will be supporting me, and in turn, you will get a little discount. So, that's all I've got for today. I hope you all have a great day, and I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.